guys are officially a couple days away. Is there a little bit more excitement, or just what's kind of the feeling now as you guys get ready for this first game?
I think each day that it gets closer, the excitement gets bigger. You can see everybody working around the stadium and getting it set up for us to host, and I just think we see that and know that we're getting closer and closer to it.
What are these keys these last few days? How do you feel like, what kind of work have you tried to get in? Where do you feel like your team's at heading into this weekend?
It's been nice to come home and just get some good practices. Right now, like, you're in between series, so you have a series, you get done, you rest, you recover, you prepare, and then you go into the series, and then you do it all over again. And to come home and be able to rest and recover, but also just to get in some good practices because we are at home, I think has been great for us.
You were saying the other day on the call that just the game of Wisconsin just felt like moments got too big for your team at times, and that you're able to kind of, the debriefs that you guys have after that is super important for like overcoming that and stuff. Just how do you kind of make sure that moments in the postseason don't get too big, in the regional and stuff like that this weekend?
I think these guys are really prepared for what's coming. I mean, the things we talk about, we've spoke about all year long. The debriefs that we've had all year long. And there's going to be times, where things go your way, and there's going to be times where something doesn't go your way. And for us to have the ability to sit down and one, put it out, like what didn't go our way and what's the solution moving forward, I think is really what you've seen from this group and why we've grown so much from the beginning of the year to now. So this group is seasoned, they're experienced, they've faced every arm possible out there, they faced every type of team possible out there. It's just compete mode. It's just go out there, compete, and get it done.
Wearing the Jane Sanity shirt, right? We've already talked about this a couple times. For people that haven't experienced it, and for players on the team that haven't experienced it, how would you describe it to them?
Just crazy chaos, but good chaos that's all cheering for us. Just our fans are so passionate about our team and passionate about softball, and you can just see it in the way they cheer and the way that they get into the game. And we talk to our athletes about being locked in every moment. I think our fans get locked in every single moment as well. So they give us their all, and that's what we need.
You mentioned just what you've been able to see throughout the season, especially just the arms you guys face early in the year with teams like Tennessee. When Mississippi State's bringing the arms that they are on their staff to the tournament, just how much, you talked about growing from those early season challenges and wanting to face those teams and, to be able to grow from that. Just how much does that affect, going into this postseason when you do have good arms coming from Mississippi State?
I think it makes us extremely prepared. Like I said, we've faced it all, we've seen it all, and it hasn't just been in one part of the season, it's throughout the entire year. So you play your non-conference schedule to be prepared and ready for conference. You play a tough conference schedule to be prepared for now, and I think you can see with each stop along the way this year that we're prepared to take on what is next, and that's postseason.
And just piggybacking off of his question, what does your lineup have to do? What do you want to see from them to have some success this weekend?
To continue to do. I mean, we're not having to change anything. Sometimes you get a game that just doesn't go your way, and you regroup and you go again. But to me, this lineup is potent. The ability to pass the bat from the top all the way to the bottom is tough. Like, this is a tough lineup to deal with. I love our defense and how fast they're working, and just the ability for us with our pitching staff and to go to one to another. I think they all have very different looks, which I think is important as we go in and you make a change. So I love all three cylinders. When all three cylinders are firing, we are an extremely, extremely tough team.
Right, then there's a flip side to that, right? There's some hitters that are coming back at you guys. What do you want to see from your pitching staff, and how important is that to get ahead on those batters early into the game?
Really important. I think it's important for us, especially being the home team, to set the tone, and so you're going to do that with your pitchers and your defense, and the ability to work ahead and stay ahead, to change speeds, and then most importantly, let your defense work behind you are the keys to success for us.